Good afternoon once again. And now we are meeting for this third session. And here we will discuss very important regression and multiple regression analysis. So regression is a procedure which is used to find relation between among the set of variables. Simple regression is a statistical model that utilizes one quantitative independent variable x to predict the quantitative dependent variable y. Simple regression means उसमें एक ही variable होगा dependent और एक होगा independent. So we can say that is the linear simple regression. Linear regression means there is a linear dependence, constant rate of increase of one variable with respect to another, or it is diminishing also. Regression analysis describes the relationship between two or more variables. Examples: income and educational level, demand for electricity and the weather. Like in hot season, electricity requirement is more because more ACs are used. Home sales and interest rate. So these are some variables, and we can predict, we can calculate, we can assess the regression among these. So simple regression equation can be y is equal to a plus bx. Y is the dependent variable, x is the independent variable, and a and b are the b is the slope, a is the constant. In regression analysis, there is one dependent variable and one independent, and we can write the linear regression equation like this. So we have seen a is a constant, b is the slope of line, and for every increase of 1 in x, y changes by an amount equal to b. Some relationships are perfectly linear and fit this equation exactly. Like your cell phone bill, for instance, maybe total charges of the cell phone is base charges plus 30 cent over each minute, or maybe some example per minute charges. If you know the base fee and the number of overage minutes, you can predict the total charges exactly. Assumptions. Linear, that y variable is linearly related to the value of x variable. Independence of error. Error residual is independent for each value of x. Homoscedasticity, the variation around the line of regression be constant for all value of x. Normality, the values of y be normally distributed at each value of x. Objective of regression is to develop a statistical model that can predict the values of a dependent, that is response variable, and based upon the values of the independent, that is explanatory variable. Maybe relationship like this also, independent variable x and dependent variable y. So we can say regression is the attempt to explain the variation in a dependent variable using the variation in independent variable. Regression is thus an explanation of causation. If the independent variable sufficiently explain the variation in the dependent variable, the model can be used for the prediction. Yeah, this is, you can see here, this is the line, which is regression line, and B0 is the slope or y-intercept. B1 is the slope, that is delta y by delta x, and regression line can be y dash is equal to B0 plus B1 x plus minus error, that is E. Now multiple regression, a statistical model that utilizes two or more quantitative and qualitative explanatory variables to predict a quantitative dependent variable. So here the independent variables are two or more. Then we can call it multiple regression. And dependent variable is one, that is y. And as we discussed in the morning, hypothesis is related with every, you can say, statistical parameter. So in regression, null hypothesis, it says that beta 1 is equal to beta 2, beta 3. And this means there is no difference between the two samples. H1, that is alternate hypothesis, at least one regression coefficient is not equal to 0. Hypothesis can be written like this or in the earlier format like that. So these are the two ways how we can form the hypothesis. Types of model. Now regression model may be positive linear, negative linear, no relationship between x and y, and positive curvilinear relationship, or U-shaped curvilinear and negative curvilinear relationship. So these are the 6 types of regression model are possible. Regression coefficient is the slope of the regression line and tells you what the nature of the relationship between the variable is. How much change in the independent variable is associated with how much change in the dependent variable. So that is the coefficient will tell you. The larger the regression coefficient, the more change is there. A least square regression select the line with the lowest total sum of squared prediction errors. The sum of squares regression, SSR, is the sum of square differences between the prediction of for each observation and the population mean. These are some formula which we use for the SSR, SSE, and SST. Coefficient of regression, or regression coefficient, we can calculate by the ratio of SSR by SST. That is, SSR is the regression explained and total variation. So SST is the sum of SSR plus SSE. Always value of R square can vary between 0 to 1, and the higher its value, the more accurate the regression model is. It is often referred to as a percentage. The standard error of a regression is a measure of its variability. Standard error also we calculate. It can be used in a similar manner to standard deviation, allowing for prediction intervals. So y plus minus 2. Standard errors will provide approximately 95% accuracy, and 3 standard errors will provide a 99% confidence interval. Standard error can be calculated by taking the square root of the average prediction error by number of observations minus total number of variables, n minus k. Output of a simple regression is the coefficient beta and the constant A. Whenever we find regression, we find value of capital A, that is constant, as well as the beta, that is regression coefficient, and E is the residual error. Beta is the ratio of delta y by delta x, any per unit change in the dependent variable for each unit change in the independent variable. More than one independent variable can be used, and we call it multiple regression equation, and this can be written as y is equal to a beta 1 x1 beta 2 x2 plus beta k xk, like that. K is the number of variables or parameter. Yeah. Now how we read the table? Whenever you use some software, so software will give the result like this. So we should know what are these values. So reading the table, table will give some R value, R square value, adjusted R square value, and a standard error. So predictors, when you run regression analysis on SPSS or any other package, you get 3 tables. Each tells you something about the relationship. The first is the model summary. पहली table आएगी model summary. So here R is the Pearson product moment correlation coefficient. R is the Pearson product moment correlation. In this case, this R is 0.736. R is the square root of R squared and is the correlation between the observed and predicted values of dependent variable. R square is the proportion of variance in the dependent variable, that is maybe suppose income per capita, which can be predicted from the independent variable, that may be level of education say. So this value indicate 54.2%. Here you can see R square is 0.542 into 100. So into 100 करेंगे तो क्या आएगा 54.2%. So the value indicates that the 54.2% of the variance in income can be predicted from the variable education. Note that this is an overall measure of the strength of association and does not reflect the extent to which any particular independent variable is associated with the dependent variable. R square is also called coefficient of regression or coefficient of determination. Now, adjusted R square. What is this? Adjusted R square value in this table we can see that is 0.5. Adjusted R square is always less than or equal to R square, not more than this. As predictors are added to the model, each predictor will explain some of the variance in the dependent variable simply due to chance. One could continue to add predictors to the model, which would continue to improve the ability of the predictors to explain the dependent variable. Although some of this increase in R square would be simply due to chance variation in that particular sample. See, as I told in the morning, software will give result. When you give some input data, you will get some result. But we should know what is the prediction, what is the meaning of that result. And here we are looking this, that what is the meaning of R, what is the meaning of R square, what do you mean by adjusted R square. The adjusted R square attempts to yield a more honest value to estimate the R squared for the population. Always reliable value is adjusted R square. The value of R square was 0.542, while the value of adjusted R square was 0.532 in this table. There is not much difference because we are dealing with only one variable. When the number of observations are small and the number of predictors is large, there will be a much greater difference between R square and adjusted R square. By contrast, when the number of observations is very large compared to the number of predictors, the value of R square and adjusted R square will be much closer. So better result, better analysis, better studies that where difference is less. It is almost close to that. So this is the adjusted R square value. Now, similarly, if we do ANOVA, the second table of regression will give you ANOVA result. This will come with the regression. So here it looks like this, table 2. So the p-value associated with the f value is very small. See, f value is the f statistic, that is ANOVA, f constant, and this is the significance, level of significance or p-value, that is 0.00. So we can say this is a good. So these values are used to answer the question. Do the independent variables reliably predict the dependent variable? P-value is compared to your alpha level, typically 0.05. Generally, we take alpha is 0.05 or 5%. And if it's smaller, you can conclude, yes, the independent variables reliably predict the dependent variable because our significance or p-value is 0.000, which is less than alpha level. If the p-value were greater than 0.05, suppose ये value यहाँ पे ज़्यादा आती है, you would say that the group of independent variables does not show a statistically significant relationship with the dependent variable. So if it is more than 0.05, then you can say it is not significant. Or the group of independent variables does not reliably predict the dependent variable. So this is the prediction of table number 2. Table number 3 of the regression result is looked like this. It will give the standard error and t values. B. What is B? These are the values for regression equation for predicting the dependent variable from the independent variable. So value of B constant is this. These are called unstandardized coefficient because they are measured in their natural units. As such, the coefficients cannot be compared with one another to determine which one is more influential in the model because they can be measured on different scales. So beta value is 0.736. Some more coefficient, and this chart looks at two variables and shows how the different bases affect the B value. That is why you need to look at the standardized beta to see the difference. Standardized beta here. So beta, they are the standardized coefficient. These are the coefficients that you would obtain if you standardize all of the variables in the regression, including the dependent and all of the independent variables, and ran the regression. By standardizing the variables before running the regression, you have put all of the variables on the same scale, and you can compare the magnitude of the coefficients to see which one has more of an effect. So we will notice that larger betas are associated with the larger t values. You can see here t, student t. So these tables which we have seen here in these slides, these are the results obtained from SPSS. Similar tables will be there when you use any other software also. So these tables are important, and we should know what is the meaning, what is the interpretation of these things. So that is my objective, to take this simple regression values first, and then we can move to the further. So we have seen that regression Yes, so B represents the slope of the line and regression line, and it is calculated by dividing the change in the dependent variable by the change in the independent variable. So dependent variable is y, independent variable is x, so we can say B is delta y by delta x. The difference between the actual values of y and the calculated amount is called the residual. This represents how much error there is in the prediction of the regression equation for the y value of any individual case as a function of x. Now comparing two variables. Regression analysis is useful for comparing two variables to see whether controlling the other independent variable affect your model. So for the first independent variable, education, this is suppose one first variable, independent variable is education. The argument is that a more educated population will have higher paying jobs, producing a higher level of per capita income in the state. The second independent variable is included because we expect to find better paying jobs and therefore more opportunity for state residents to obtain them in urban rather than rural areas. So this is how we compare the two independent variables. Now we come to multiple regression. What if there are several factors affecting the independent variable? As an example, think of the price of a home as a dependent variable. Suppose price is the dependent variable, price of house. Several factors contribute to the price of a home. Among them are square footage, foot square, the number of bedrooms, कितना size है, bedroom कितने हैं, the number of bathrooms कितने हैं, age of the home कितना पुराना है, whether or not it has a garage or a swimming pool, if it has both central heat and air conditioning, how many fireplaces it has, and of course location. So these are some factors which are considered for the price of a home in. So multiple regression equation can be written as y, that is a dependent variable, is equal to a plus b1 x1 plus b2 x2 b3 x3 plus like this, and e is the error or residual error. This equation separates each individual independent variable from the rest, allowing each to have its own coefficient describing its relationship to the dependent variable. So we can easily say x1 और y में क्या relation है, x2 और y में क्या relation होगा, x3 y में क्या होगा. We can define that relationship with the value of b1 independent variable. One independent variable, and it has a coefficient of $50. Suppose $50 इसकी value है b की, okay, b1 की. Then every additional square feet of space adds $50 on average to the price of the home. मान लीजिए हमारा पहले 100 स्क्वायर फीट का या 1000 स्क्वायर फीट का हाउस था, 1001 का करेंगे अगर लेना है तो 50 और ऐड कर दीजिए डॉलर, दैट इज द वाई में चेंज हो जाएगा प्राइस में. So how do you run a regression? In a multiple regression analysis of home prices, we take data from actual homes that have sold recently. You include the selling price as well as the values for the independent variables, the square foot, number of bedrooms, etc. The multiple regression analysis finds the coefficients for each independent variable so that they make the line that has the lowest sum of squared residuals. One of the measures of how well the model explains the data is the R-square value. Differences between observation that are not explained by the model remain in the error term. R-square value tells us what percent of those differences is explained by the model. If R-square of 0.68 means that 68% of the variance in the observed values of the dependent variable is explained by the model, and 32% remains unexplained in the error form, error term. Sometimes there is no accounting for taste. How? Some of the error is random and no model will explain it. A prospective home buyer might value a basement playroom more than other people because it reminds her of her grandmother's house where she played as a child. This can't be observed or measured, and these types of effects will vary randomly and unpredictably. Some variance will always remain in the error term. As long as it is random, it is of no concern. So some factors ऐसे होते हैं जिनका कि हम account for करना मुश्किल है. Like example is given that basement, which is very sentimentally attached with the childhood. Some of the error is not error, means some of the error is best described as unexplained residue. If we added additional variables, such as for homes in Vancouver, the high school catchment that the home lies within, we might be able to reduce the residual. See the discussion. So this is very important. Sometimes error may not be p-values and significance levels. Each independent variable has another number attached to it in the regression results. P-value or significance level. P-value is a percentage. It tells you how likely it is that the coefficient for that independent variable emerged by chance and does not describe a real relationship. So generally, p-value of 0.05 means there is a 5% chance that the relationship emerged randomly and a 95% chance that the relationship is real. So P is the alpha also. This is a level of significance. It is the error which we are ready to accept. It is generally accepted practice to consider variables with a p-value of less than zero point 0.1 as significant, though the only basis for the cutoff is convention. So 0.1 से अगर ज़्यादा वैल्यू है p की तो हम कहेंगे कि this relationship is not significant. Significance level of f. There is also a significance level for model as a whole. This is the significance f value in Excel. Some other statistical programs call it by other names. This measures the likelihood that the model as a whole describes a relationship that emerged at random rather than a real relationship. As with the p-value, the lower the significance f value, the greater the chance that the relationship in the model are real. So this is, I think, my presentation has given you very important overview of the parameters which we used in the regression and what are their meaning, prediction, and that is very, I have taken a good example of the software result to explain you the different values, R square, and the different B values and the statistics. So this is the one slide. Let me start the another slide that will give more insight in the multiple regression. Is it visible, Alok ji? Yes, can you see the PPT?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So multiple regression model. We have seen in the earlier slides also that it looks like this. So beta 0, beta 1, beta 2, beta k, these are the coefficient or the, and these we can calculate with the relation regression. We can use beta 1 or b. The coefficients of the multiple regression model are estimated using with sample data. Multiple regression equation with k independent variables is given like this, and the y is the estimated value of y or predicted value of y, and b0 is the estimated intercept, b1, b2, b3, these are the slope coefficients which are estimated through the regression result. And the last E is the random error. So multiple regression equation can be looked like 3D space like this. If there are three variables, x1, x2, and y, we can represent in the 3D space like this. Two independent variables and one dependent variable. A distributor of x want to evaluate factors thought to influence demand. So dependent variable is x sales, unit per week. Independent variables are price and advertising price, actual price of the product, egg, and advertising price. So data are collected for 15 weeks. This is one example we are taking. 15 weeks data is collected, and these are the two independent variable, that is egg price and advertising cost, and the dependent variable is the egg sales. So here you can see 15-week sample, egg sales are given in the column 1, price of the egg is given here, it varies, changes with the time. Advertising cost for rupees hundreds in rupees 100 are given here. Multiple regression equation, that is x sale is the independent variable, dependent variable y, and b0 plus b1, b price is x1 suppose, and x2 is the advertising cost. Estimating a multiple linear regression equation. Excel, Microsoft Excel is also very good software of MS Office. Excel will be used to generate the coefficients and measures of goodness of fit for multiple regression. So when we see Excel, go in tools, tools के बाद data analysis and select the regression. When we go in Excel like this path, first tools, data analysis and regression, then the result is like this. This is a regression output through Excel. Multiple R square, adjusted R square, total observation are 15 week. As we have seen, first problem, the result is this, sales is this, price, coefficient B1 is 24.975, price, and this is the advertising cost. So we'll see price is negative, minus 24.97. So these values are given in the software, Excel. Advertising is 74.13. Coefficient. F value is this. Significance is also this. P value. Okay. So these are the various results which we get with the Excel regression model. So what is our equation? Regression equation will be sales is equal to 306.526 because 306 here. This one. This is B. This model में देखें. So this is this B0 value 306. And what is B1? Minus 24.975. This is here, price minus. And price is the X1, first variable. Second is this advertising cost is 74.13. And we have taken here this advertising. So sales in number of X per week, price in rupees, advertising price in 100 of rupees. And B1 is this, sales will decrease. Minus का मतलब क्या है? Sales will decrease on average by 24.975x per week for each rupees 1 increase in selling price. अगर selling price को 1 रुपया बढ़ाएंगे तो sell कितनी कम होगी? 25x की. 24.975 means almost 25x. Similarly, B2, sales will increase on an average 74.131x per week for each rupees 100 increase in advertising. Advertisement बढ़ाएंगे अपन 100 रुपए तो X की वो बढ़ेगी sale. So this is the very good multiple regression equation solution of the problem 1. We have solved it. These data we put in the Excel software and we get the result, this one, and we are now establishing multiple regression equation, that is this. Now, equation to make predictions. Now, further predictions. Predict sales for a week in which the selling price is rupees 5.50 and advertising is 350. Now we get a general equation of regression. We can change the value of X1 price, value of X2 advertising, and we get any result, predicted results. So if value of egg is 550 and advertising price is 350, 350 means 3.5, 100 से divide करना पड़ेगा. We put this value because it is in rupees 100 and we get 428. तो अगर price 5.5 होती है तो 428 egg बिकेंगे. Note that this advertising is in rupees 100, so we put this extra. Okay, so very good. I think it is very clear. If any doubt, you can ask. This is very simple example of multiple regression and the prediction which we get. So we can predict any result if we get this equation. So coefficient So coefficient of multiple determination, we can calculate R square by SSR by SST. Reports the proportion of total variation in Y explained by all X variables taken together. So that is also given in the table. Regression sum of squares SSR. We just go back. Yeah, SSR. Here we find SS. What is that? SSR divided by SST. So yeah, table is here again. You can see same table I have taken here again to see the SSR or explain this. So R square is 0.52148. This is R square. SSR is 294, 29460.027. This is SSR. SST total, that is here total, 56493.33. So R square is 0.52. You can cross check. With these two values, if we divide, we get 0.52. That is same value is here in the table. So what does it mean? 52.1% of the variation in ag sales is explained by the variation in price and advertising. Right? So this is the determination or explanation of the table. This is very important. You should understand. Adjusted R square. R square never decreases when a new X variable is added to the model. This can be a disadvantage when comparing models. What is the net effect of adding a new variable? We lose a degree of freedom when a new X variable is added, because degree of freedom will reduce. Adjusted R square shows the proportion of variation in Y, that is dependent variable, explained by all X variables, adjusted for the number of X variables used. So we can calculate R square with this formula also. This is the formula, but software will give you direct result. N is the sample size, that is 15. K is the number of independent variables, that is 2. Paralyze excessive use of unimportant independent variables. Here you can see adjusted. So this is a part of table which we got from Excel. Okay, so adjusted R square is 0.44172. It means around 44.2% of the variation in ag sales is explained by the variation in price and advertising, taking into account the sample size and number of independent variables. Any doubt you can ask, please, because this is very important interpretation of the values of regression. Now, residuals, errors in the multiple regression. Error we can calculate with this, y minus y. Multiple regression assumptions. Error in this model we calculate like this. Assumptions are the errors are normally distributed. Errors have a constant variance. The model errors are independent. These are the assumptions for in the multiple regression. Residual plots used in multiple regression. See, these residual plots are used in multiple regression. Like we can draw residual versus yi, residual versus x first variable, one independent variable, residual versus second independent variable, residual versus time in time series data, and we can use residual plots to check. Now, how we know that whether our study, our regression model is significant? So with this F test will give you, F value will give, F test for overall significance of the model. Shows if there is a linear relationship between all of the X variables considered together and Y, use F statistic. Hypothesis generally just B1 is equal to B2, it means there is no relationship, no linear relationship. But H1 alternate hypothesis that at least one B is 0, beta is 0. At least one independent variable affects Y. So F value will give you the overall significance. And you know F is the ANOVA or F statistic. We can calculate this with the formula MSR by MSE, that is mean square residual and mean square. So and MSR is SSR by K. Add this SSE by N minus K minus 1. So we can calculate F value with this formula also. But the same formula is used by the software. So F is numerator K and denominator N minus K minus 1. So same part of table. Now you can see F. F is 6.5. How we get this? This value MSR and MSE. MSR regression and residual error this. So we divide, we get 6f. Okay, this is the f value, how we calculate. And p value is the level of significance. So it is 1% around. So we can say significant, f test is significant. Now f test for overall significance. Here the alternate hypothesis and null hypothesis are this. Formula for f is same, MSRY MSE. And decision, since f test statistic is in the rejection region, p values is less than 0.05, reject null hypothesis, because here it is lying. Conclusion, there is evidence that at least one independent variable affects y. So alpha is the level of significance. Degree of freedom 2, degree of freedom 12, total samples minus this, n minus k minus 1. Okay, so we calculate this and we can reject hypothesis by this. Yes, are individual variables significant? Use t-test of individual variable slopes shows if there is a linear relationship between the variable x and y. Hypothesis is this: there is no linear relationship, 0, and linear relationship does exist between x and y. So this is the hypothesis and testing variables significant. See friends, interpretation is very important. Statistics is wonderful branch. You can manipulate with the data, you can play with the data, but the prediction and the values, the meaning of the result should be clearly known, and that is my objective in this presentation as well as earlier presentation, regression, that you should know what are which values, so that it is clear what we are doing, what we are getting. We should know. We should not only simply put the value in the software and get the result. That is not the objective. So are individual value significant? We can calculate individual value significance. We can get the t statistic, t, and t formula is this. So here we again null hypothesis that no relationship, bi is 0, and alternate hypothesis that bi is not 0. So linear relationship does exist between x and y. So this way, this is the formula, and degree of freedom this. So t value also we get in the table. Here you can see a complete table. Let me take you back to the full result. Yes, this is the complete result which you get. So t value is here, देखिए. So this is the t value and f value you can see in the complete result table. And now we are getting meaning or interpretation of t. So come back to that slide again here. Yes. So individual variable significant. So T we can get, and now we see here T values are here. So T value for price T is price के लिए कितना है देखिए -2.306 and P is level of significance is 0.398 round up करके. T value for advertising second variable is 2.85. So it is positive, means sale will decrease here because price is increased, but here it is advertising पैसा बढ़ाएंगे तो sale भी बढ़ेगी, right? So this is the T. So inferences about the slope t-test example. We have seen this is a part of result table, and this is the hypothesis, null and alternate. DF 15 total वो थे हमारे, 2 हमारी variable है dependent, एक independent, total 12. Alpha level of significance, t value is coming this, and we can get this is the t from the table, critical values, and we can see reject hypothesis in this way. So this is the further explanation and meaning of T statistic. Confidence interval estimate for the slope. So confidence interval for the population of slope B I we can get like this. This is also given in the results, coefficients and this standard error. So here you can say that 15 minus 2, this is the number, n degree of freedom 12, and n minus k minus 1, and this form a 95% confidence interval for the effect of changes in price on pi sales. So you see this is the BI minus 24.97 plus t value, it is coming 2.17. We have seen the last slide. ये देखिए t की वैल्यू ये थी. Okay, plus minus दोनों है, plus minus and plus both side. So this is 2.178, and this is the 10.83 this SB standard error. And so interval is this. If we solve this, we get this value minus 48.576 and minus 1.1374. So this is the confidence interval. Confidence interval is this one. Testing portions of the multiple regression model. So we have seen how we can solve the multiple regression equation, and with Excel software we have taken one example. We have seen the different meaning of different parameters and values, and now we are going further in the regression testing portions of the multiple regression model. Contribution of a single independent variable, SSR, we have seen SSR values, measures the contribution of X in explaining the total variation in Y. So अब ये देखिए SSR SST क्या है? Contribution of a single independent variable, assuming all other variables are already included, then we can calculate x1 का effect, x2 and x3 already किए हुए हैं. So we can say SSR total minus SSR x2 and x3, and we get the result of that. And this is our regression equation. From ANOVA section, we can find out these B0 plus B2 x2 and B3 x3 measures the contribution of xi in the explaining SST. Now next is the partial F-test statistic. F-test is ANOVA, F statistic, but partial F-test. So what is the hypothesis in this case? Variable X does not significantly improve the model after all other variables are included. This is the null hypothesis. Variable X significantly improves. इसका उल्टा होगा, जो null hypothesis है उसका reverse ये होगा alternate. Test using the F-test statistic with 1 and n minus k minus 1 is degree of freedom. So testing portion of model. Now we are taking the same example. X is test at the alpha 0.05 level to determine whether the price variable significantly improves the model given that advertising is included. Now we are testing the different other portions of the table. Testing portions, null hypothesis, X1 is the price, does not improve the model with X2 advertising included. X1 does improve model. So this is the null hypothesis, this is alternate hypothesis. Alpha is 0.05, degree of freedom is 1, and this is 12, n minus k minus 1. Critical value we find from the table, standard table, that is 4.75. Critical value we always take from the standard statistical table with the help of these three values. One is the alpha level, degree of freedom, and n minus k minus 1. So these are the 2 degrees of freedom. And this is the calculated values and result. So regression 2 degree of freedom, ये हमारे result है, ये ANOVA का है. So what we do further, we just see these 2 tables and calculate f, and that f is coming 5.376. This is more than critical value. Critical value we take from the table, standard tables, and that is 4.75. Observed value we calculate with the data of this. So observed value is coming 5.3. So critical value is less than observed value. So we reject null hypothesis. This is the desirable situation. Critical value should be less than observed value and then reject null hypothesis. If vice versa, critical value is more than observed value, we accept null hypothesis. So generally, null hypothesis HO should be rejected. So this is our model is good. So since we are rejecting HO, so X1 improve the model. So this is the testing of the model, how we can do. So critical value, please remember this rule is same. Whatever statistical test you consider, but the rule is same. When critical value क्या होती है? Table से देखी हुई, standard table से देखी हुई. When critical value is less than observed value, we have always reject null hypothesis. But vice versa, critical value is more than observed value, accept the null hypothesis. So these are the 2 you should remember things. Now coefficient of partial determination for k variable model. R square, SSR, XJ and all variables except J, SST minus SSR measures the proportion of variation in the dependent variable that is explained by X while controlling for holding constant the other explanatory variables. So we have seen this multiple regression in depth, and I hope you got number of things cleared. What is the meaning of table, how we use the multiple regression equation or model, and what are different things that we have seen. Now we see some other aspects like dummy variable. Dummy variables are used sometimes. A dummy variable is a categorical explanatory variable with 2 levels, yes or no, on or off, male or female, 0 or 1, like this. Regression intercepts are different if the variable is significant. Assumes equal slopes for other variables. So dummy variable example, here you can see with 2 levels, B0, B1, X1, B2, X2. Y is the X sales, same example. X1 is the price, X2 is the holiday. Instead of advertising, now we are taking X2 holiday. X2 is 1 if a holiday occurred during the week. X2 is 0 if there was no holiday in that week. ये हमारा dummy variable. Similarly, we can see here same equation which we have seen here, B0 plus B1 X1 plus B2 X2. B0 plus B1 X1 plus B2 X2. X2 is 1. 1 months, 1 का मतलब क्या हुआ? When there is a holiday during the week. So 1 ले लिया हमने तो क्या हो गया देखिए, B0 plus B2. B0 plus B2 plus B1 X1. Sorry, BX1, holiday. Similarly, when 0, no holiday. So what happens? B0 plus BX1, no holiday. So slope is same and intercept is different. Slope is same and intercept is different. And we can see that if we take holiday as dummy variable, then the results are like this. Now, interpretation of dummy variable. We can see that sales is 300. Suppose 30 and price plus 15 holiday. We are taking one example. Sales means number of eggs sold per week. Price, egg price in per rupees. Holiday, 1 if holiday is there in the week, 0 if there is no holiday in the week. So B2 is 15. On average, sales 115x greater in weeks with a holiday than in the weeks without holiday. ये 15 ये है, slope का meaning. Now, interaction between explanatory variables. Hypothesized interaction, hypothesis interaction between pairs of x variable. Response to one x variable may vary at different levels of another x variable. Contains two-way cross product terms. So here y is b0 plus b1 x1 plus b2 x2 plus b3 x3. b0 plus b1 x1 plus b2 x3 b3 and x3 की जगह हम x1 x2 दोनों लेंगे, and that is our interaction between two variables. So here we can edit this beta 3 and the residual error. So without interaction term, effect of x1 on y is measured by beta 1. With interaction term, effect of x1 on y is measured in b1 beta 1 plus beta 3 x2, and effect changes as x2 changes. Give just 2 minutes break and then we'll join you. Yeah. So effect of interaction, we can see. Now come to the summary part. We have seen how we develop the multiple regression model, tested the significance of the multiple regression model, discussed in detail about R square, adjusted R square, discussed using residual plots to check model assumptions, tested individual regression coefficients, tested portions of the regression model, also used dummy variables and effect of interaction. This much we have covered, and with this we have come to the end of this session. I have discussed in detail the multiple regression with examples and software results, and we have discussed what are the interpretation of this. So I think we have finished. And any query, please ask. I hand over to Alok ji. Alok ji. Any query from any or participant? Because I have tried my best to give you the simple regression and multiple regression. Any query you can ask. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir. Any query related to today's session can ask. कोई अगर क्यूरी हो जो आज के सेशन से रिलेटेड हो, वन फीडबैक फॉर्म ऑफ टुडे, है ना, जो फीडबैक फॉर्म है वो मैंने आपके ग्रुप के अंदर डाल दिया है, आपका जो व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप है, तो आप उसको सबमिट कर सकते हैं। और एनी क्यूरी, कोई भी क्यूरी है क्या?
Good afternoon, sir. May I ask?
Yes, sure.
Yes,
sure.
sir. Myself, I'm Dr. Prashant, sir, from SPA Vijayawada Central Institute.
Right.
So, in most of the regression analysis, we find redundancy. So, can you tell us how this redundancy can be minimized by selecting the variables?
See, we have taken an example and we have seen the table values.
Yes.
And how the level of significance and F value and different values we have done. Redundancy is also taken care during the adjusted R square, and adjusted R square gives better refined value. So that is taken care. And generally, as I told, adjusted R square and R square, there may not be very much difference if your study, your results are significant. And if more difference is there, then we can say it is not a significant and results are studies. So redundancy is taken care with this R square and adjusted R square. Yes. We have done linear multiple regression model because all the variables are linearly valued. But if we consider the quadratic and more, then the problem will be more complex, and that is difficult to even solve manually. But we can have different softwares, and that can be solved with the various statistical packages. And
Okay. Sir, another query.
Yeah.
Do you recommend to check the collinearity between variables before developing the regression equation?
Yeah, linearity we can check.
No. Do you think it is a compulsory step that we must follow before we do the multiple regression?
No, because our basic objective in the regression is to know the regression coefficient and the slope and the constant value. And once we get with positive and negative sign, and then we can get a general regression equation. And that can be used for further prediction by changing the independent variables values, and we can find out that same. So that is main important role of the regression.
Okay.
Yes, any other query, please?
Okay, sir.
Any other query? जो उसमें Chelsea Sam, can you any query? Any query related to today's session?
Even if you get some query later on, you can email to Alok ji, and he can give you, and we can even discuss through email also later. So if right now there is no query, I think we can finish. We can stop our discussion. Okay, Alok ji?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So thanks to all for patience hearing. And we can even contact through email for any further query. Email can be taken from Alok ji. Thank you. See you. Bye.
Thank you for today's session. Now we this is the first session, first day session. In this session, Dr. Professor G.S. Dangai sir is the guest speaker for FDP. Now we send a feedback form which is related to feedback and attendance also used for attendance. So you fill in and free from any type of the query. I will pass the email ID of Dangai sir. Then you can ask or email आपकी जो query है वो आप उनको email कर सकते हैं. नेक्स्ट जो सेशन है, कल का जो सेशन होने वाला है, वो जो सेशन होगा वो प्रोफेसर मोनिका, एक मिनट, जो कल का सेशन है, टुडे सेशन इज रन बाय प्रोफेसर मोनिका शर्मा, है एसोसिएट प्रोफेसर पीएचडी Industrial Engineering from British Pilani, MBA, Production and Operation Management from FMS Jaipur, BE Mechanical from Rajasthan University, Department of Management Study, MNIT. It is the HOD of Department of Management Study. He is a research in Industrial Engineering, Lean Manufacturing, Material Management, Operation Management, and he publishes many of the international and international papers related to this theory. Okay, thank you for patience. Thanks for all the participants for joining this activity. And next session is 10 a.m. in morning on 6 January 2020. Okay, thank you all of the students for any other query related to FDP, you can ask.